So in today's video, we're going to be having a look at Kadena and if it's still worth mining Kadena in 2022. And we're going to be having a look at Kadena charts, some technical analysis aspect. Of course, we're going to be diving into Bitcoin, this bearish flag pattern. What's the price prediction? What's our price target? Will Kadena follow? Is Kadena going to follow Bitcoin's price movement? Like always, this is why I started with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's king, guys, remember? And of course, this Kadena starting off with KDA. Guys, remember, if you are a Kadena fan, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, smash that like, share this video with your family and friends. Let's get as many people to learn and know what Kadena is so we could take it to the moon in 2024, 2025. Let's get it. So guys, starting off with KDA, mining Kadena in 22, is it still worth it? Well, yes and no. We're going to be having a look at the yes, and of course the no is just pretty much going to be the opposite of the yes, right? So pretty much Kadena, you need to be a believer if you want to get a KDA. A lot of people are coming and telling me, should I mine it? Is it good money? Is it worth it? If you don't know about the technology, the blockchain, then it's probably not for you. If you're here to make a quick buck, it's probably not for you. If you're here to think that this is gonna explode and you're gonna be a millionaire, probably not for you. If you're here because you believe in the tech, you're a long-term investment, you're a long-term investor, you want to help the validators, you want to help the community, you want to help, the Kadena ecosystem, then yes, you could definitely get the Kadena KD6. We're going to be talking about the KD6 specifically today, and that's about it. So if you're here, guys, once again, make a quick buck, probably not for you. And yes, long-term investment, and you have to be a Kadena believer, of course. And we know the Kadena, the reward, estimated reward, has actually been coming down. And the reason why that is because people have been believing in the blockchain. People have been getting KD6, KD5s, KD4s. People have been getting miners, and miners really help the blockchain. The more miners we have, the more validators we have, the more it secures the blockchain. So it's very, very good, guys, to be a miner, of course, and all you need is one miner to run the whole ecosystem, and this is exactly what we have right here. Well, not right here, but it's just good to have as many miners as you can, right? So having a look at the KD6 specifically today, we're going to be having a look at the cost. Currently, $8,500 to $11,000, depending where you get it, including shipping, not including shipping, China, America. It really depends on where you get it from, but this would be approximately the range. Hash rate currently 29.2 terahash a second. We got a power of 2,560 watt. Which comes out to 15-16 cents an hour, depending where you are around the world. And of course, the reward, guys, comes out to 373 KDA a month. Now, this is miner stats right here on Kadena. And as you guys can see right here, 373 KDA comes out to $629 a month, assuming that Kadena is traded right now at $1.80, $1.70, depending at what the price is. If Kadena does go up to $3, $4, $5, your estimated reward is obviously going to be higher. And of course, your profit is $445 after, the cost, electricity, and whatnot. So this is that on the KD6. Having a look at right here, if you guys remember, the last time I made a Kadena mining video, the price was between $40,000 to $60,000 for one miner. That is crazy, but the ROI was lower. The ROI was approximately a year. It was between a year to a year and 1 month. It was very, very low. And right now the ROI is approximately 18.8 months, so 19 months, almost 2 years, but the price is lower, okay? So the price is currently sitting at $8,500, making it way more affordable than what it was back then. And of course, you could go to as high as $59,000. This is how much they were selling it back in the days. I mean, what back in days? Back in 2022 or at the beginning of 2022. That's the last time I made the Kadena mining video. So it's up to you. I mean, a lot of people saying, oh, $60 is way too much, I can't afford it, that's crazy, but I get my ROI in a year, right? Rather than now, it's $8,500 and you get your ROI in 2 years. So it's up to you. I mean, it's like pretty much $4,000. Pretty much $4,250 a year you're spending, or you could go ahead and spend $60,000 a year and risk that and not even get your ROI. Now, these are estimated ROI, something I need to mention, because Kadena is coming down. Kadena is down right now at the moment. Estimated reward are going down, and we're traded right now at $1.60, $1.69. Now, assuming Kadena, we don't know what's going to happen, right? On the extremely medium term, we don't know. Maybe on the short term and long term, you do know. But assuming Kadena right now goes to $10, $15 and just consolidate for like 2-3 months, that's very good. You can make some good money from that. So this is that on Kadena, guys, on the miner. Let's have a look at some technical analysis aspect and dive into the charts of Bitcoin and KDA. So we are ranked 103, so we slipped below the top 100 289,000 people on the watch list. Guys, remember, if you have a CoinMarketCap account, don't forget to smash that watch list or that star, okay? Let's get a bunch of people on that watch list. Do that, please. Let's go to the community together and treat it at $1.70. The volume is up 7%, but it's only up 10 million. The last time I made the volume to market cap ratio was approximately 7 to 8%. So we are down overall, but of course, in the past 24 hours, we are up 8% in the volume to market cap ratio. And of course, right here, $335 million is the market cap. So a little bit over $250 million essentially. So this is that. Let's have a look at Bitcoin before we dive into KDA. Look at that, we got Flux pumping 11% by the way. But before we get into Kadena, let's dive into Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin is king, guys, and that's it. So first of all, Bitcoin has a very strong resistance, as you guys can see. This is going to be a quick update. We got a rejection right here and a very strong resistance. Okay, so this is a very strong resistance. The question is, are we going to break that resistance, or are we going to come down to my target? Okay, now Bitcoin right now is in a bear flag. Okay, a bear flag is when you come down and then consolidate. Okay, so we don't essentially continue dumping or pump right away, but we essentially consolidate to the upside, and this is exactly what Bitcoin is doing. Now if we have a price target for Bitcoin, right, it is this does break out of this bear flag right here, Bitcoin would essentially come back down to this level right here, sitting at 18,940, which meets exactly with our previous support right here and right here and right here. So it's going to be very interesting if Bitcoin can make that nice move to the bottom. Of course, we would just be accumulating more cryptos, more Kadenas, and more Flux, right? So this is that on Bitcoin right here. This is just a quick short TA. We're gonna have to see how this ends up breaking out and how it ends, but we've been consolidating since August 19th, and we're currently August 25 or 25th of August. Having a look at Kadena real quick. So this is a nice little bumps that we've been having right here, and it's kind of doing the same thing. Kadena, we're having this nice little upside momentum. I'm going to be diving into the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, but I want to look at the 4 hour real quick. We do have a nice little resistance right here, as you guys can see, at $1.71 to $1.73. If we manage to break below this area right here, we're most likely going to come back down and retest this little box right here, as you guys can see. And of course, this was a nice little trend that we broke below, had a nice little crash, or a small crash I should say, came back, the trend was their friend again, we rode that nice little wave, and then now we're just waiting for essentially a big move, right? So are we going to break to the bottom, or are we going to break to the top? So this is definitely something we're going to be needing to look at. And that's about it. We've been consolidating here for quite some time, as you guys can see. Nothing too crazy. We have a consolidation inside a consolidation. So if you guys remember my last video, I did mention that if Kadena was going to pop to the upside and then come back down, we were going to enter a nice little consolidation phase and re-enter this zone right here. And this is exactly what is happening right now. We are re-entering this zone, and inside this nice little horizontal channel that we have another consolidation channel, which is right here. So this is really going to dictate where we're going. If we do end up breaking to the top side, I'm not saying we're going to break to $2.30 again, but we could retest this level right here, $1.85, before coming back down. And of course, same thing, we could do this and then pop back up, or we could continue to the downside. Or of course, if we break above it and break this nice little support or resistance that we had, we could essentially continue to the upside, do something like that or like that. So there's obviously a bunch of scenarios, guys, for KDA. Personally, myself, I don't like to trade Kadena. I like to trade altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course I will take these profits and put it into altcoins, but I don't like to short or long Kadena. That is me personally. I like to buy and hold. So this is that on KDA on the 4 hour time frame. And if you guys remember my last video I made on Kadena about the EMA ribbon, I did mention that because we broke below these EMA ribbons right here, we were going to enter a nice little dump or a nice little correction phase essentially, and this is exactly what happened. We pumped right here, and we were essentially being supported by these EMA ribbon until we broke below it, and pretty much now we're being resisted by the EMA ribbons. And if we have a look at the daily time frame, guys, the same thing is happening. The last time we broke below the EMA ribbon on KDA was right here, was in April, I believe. Yeah, beginning of April, April 5th, and guess what happened? Boom, boom, we dumped, we crashed, and we had a nice little bear market, or we're still in a bear market, but we had a crazy downtrend, and now Kadena is doing it again. Now the question is where are we going right now on this bear pattern? So it's going to be very interesting, guys. But let's have a look at also, I mean, Kadena is pretty much doing the same thing as what Bitcoin's doing, as you guys can see right here. This is what KDA is doing. We are also having that nice little bearish momentum or bear pan or bear flag that Bitcoin is currently doing. Price prediction for Kadena, if we have a look at this bear flag, it should be going down to approximately $1. But of course, guys, I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen, to be honest. We're going to have to see. I mean, we know that these patterns work well on Bitcoin and ETH. I don't know how likely that's going to happen on KDA. I don't think we're going to go back and drop, how many percent is that, 60%? 40, I mean, not 60%, 40%, 50%. I don't know if we're going to drop 50%. And of course, I mean, because we are, a lot of people said, okay, we did break below the EMA ribbon. Are we going to break another 80%, right? A lot of people came to me on Twitter and said, look, Crypto Deals, Kadena did break below the exponential moving average right here. Are we going to dump another 80% and go back to, I don't know, let's see, 80% is approximately right here, 36 cents, which is the all-time low, right? Which meets up exactly with this area. Are we going to come back to this area? I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think we're going to come back down to 85 cents. But of course, guys, nothing is possible. If Kadena does go back to 80 cents or 30 cents, I'm probably going to be taking a loan. And of course, not financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence. Just because I might be taking a loan doesn't mean you should. It could be the dumbest thing ever. It could be the smartest thing ever. I don't know. I'm not really going to be taking a loan. That's probably the dumb idea. Of course, you always want to risk or invest money you could afford to lose, and that's about it. But guys, this is my video on Kadena mining, KD6, Gold Shell. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.